ladies and gentlemen, Nicky Walker. And his opponent across the ring in the blue corner, wearing black trunks with white letters, weighing an even 167 pounds. Fighting out of New York City, this two-time world champion has a professional record of 41 victories, 33 KOs, only one defeat. He currently holds the WBA title in the middleweight division, title not on the line tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike, the Body Snatcher, McCallum.
Okay, gentlemen, I've given you both your instructions in your respective dressing rooms. Second, if the mouthpiece come out, I'm going to try to throw it as close to your corner as I can to have it washed up. Give me a clean fight inside. Give me a clean break when I ask for one. Good luck to both of you.
So there's a look at Nicky Walker, an experienced fighter to be sure, 51 fights. And he says he is here to win it, not just to be an opponent. In the other corner, Mike McCallum. Mike says, I'm in better shape this time than I was in my last fight with Carlos Cruz. I'm ready to go.
And I'll tell you what, this may be apropos of nothing. You won't find two nicer, more intelligent athletes on the face of the earth than these two guys. Absolutely sure.
I've said it about boxers in general, and these two are cut above that.
Very articulate, they're nice guys, good at defining what their sport is all about.
Knockout ratio, as you can see, knockout percentage, I should say. Walker 43%. McCallum gets people out of there and can get you out with one punch. You need only ask Donald Curry.
That was the most dramatic knockout of his career, McCallum's career. Nicky Walker knows he's going to be very busy in this bout. Before we went on the air, I happened to bump into Ted Walker. I was walking around the arena here, his trainer, and he said, my guy has got to be busy. He just has to keep punching.
And that's what he said. It's a double-edged sword, though. He has to keep busy, but he can't be careless.
And probably the posture Nicky Walker will need is to be on the inside with McCallum. Not that Mike is easy to deal with on the inside, but will be his best bet, I would think. If I had to make an analogy between McCallum and a basketball player, I would make it between he and Chet Walker. Totally consistent. Sometimes you don't think they're spectacular, but when you're done, boy, they've gotten the job.
Yeah, workman-like, and you don't see him make a basket, and you look in the paper and he had 35.
Yeah, exactly.
He is a guy who has not gotten his just due in the sport of boxing. He's been around for a long time. He has only one loss, and that was certainly a forgivable loss.
Sambu Kalambe, who was a master boxer and has had his moments, and the guys he's beaten, he beat David Braxton as a junior middleweight, he beat the Sean Manions, he beat Julian Jackson, knocked him out, Milton McCrory, Donald Curry, beat Kalambe again, beat Steve Collins, beat Michael Watson. I mean, these are all good guys.
Yeah, and Julian Jackson, how many losses has he had?
That's it.
One to Mike McCallum, and people are saying Julian Jackson may be found the best fighter in the game.
And one of the most powerful. Jackson would probably love to get a rematch with McCallum to unify that title. Mike McCallum has to like this first round. He's kept Walker at bay with the jab and has been able to work the body, and Nicky has not been able to get inside where he could throw combinations to the body and the head.
A strong jab by McCallum.
Good jab by Walker. Walker has a better jab than some people give him credit for, and sometimes he doesn't use it enough. He could jab his way in against McCallum.
McCallum right now said he's about 166, but no problem getting to the 160, the middleweight limit. Interesting first round, feeling out round in large part for both men, but a good one for McCallum.
Nicky Walker trying to land the right hand, but instead it's McCallum shooting the jabs out. And McCallum landed 21 jabs in the last round, only 5 landed by Walker. Well, Walker threw more.
It really says something about McCallum that he fights, as you look at the first round numbers, clearly in the corner of McCallum, but that he fights a guy who is a quality fighter. Nicky Walker is not chopped liver.
No, he just nailed Walker with a good left hook, and he hurt Walker with that punch. Walker once fought for the super middleweight championship, and he really was in that bout. Went 15 rounds with Graciano Johnny, that was in Berlin, lost in 15, and he accepts that he lost it, but he said, I only lost by a couple of points, and in fact, it was a good effort on his part. And that very next fight, let me tell you something, very next fight after that, we had him here on Top Rank Boxing against Jorge Amparo in August of 1988. He completely dominated that bout against Amparo, who was then a pretty good middleweight. They had a clash of heads. It was a cut, but they didn't rule it a clash of heads, and Walker ended up losing the fight on a cut. A very bad decision, and since then his career has been stumbling because of it.
Yeah, it really has. He lost a couple of fights shortly thereafter. Lost to people that are not exactly household names. Sugar Boy Malinga. He did lose to Frankie Minton, who is a known fighter. Was knocked out by Paul Whitaker.
A fight he should not have lost.
Knocked out by Nelson Alex Alves in Dusseldorf, Germany, and that was the one that perhaps hurt him more than any other.
That win over Brennan gave him a new lease on life, but right now McCallum trying to take it away.
Good clean combinations by McCallum. Walker, but McCallum clearly getting the better of this. He might have hurt Walker again.
The difference between a champion and a good fighter. When, there's Walker missing with all those combinations. Nicky pushes a lot of his punches. But when he's on the inside, he can have his moments with anybody. But McCallum's not allowing that. McCallum is 34, and I guess that's old by boxing standards, but or used to be anyway, but now it isn't so old, and he takes care of himself very well. And we asked him today, we talked about, are you thinking at all of retiring at any point? And he said, no, I really enjoy it. He wants to go on after he unifies the title. He says maybe fight Tommy Hearns.
That'd be a very attractive fight. Second round, McCallum threw 102 punches and landed 60. Impressive.
That's pretty darn good. You're up towards 60%. You are doing extremely well.
McCallum told us he wants the rounds, he wants to stay busy. He feels he can learn more being in an actual fight than being in the gym, get himself ready for his title fight. Should things all go the way they're supposed to with James Toney.
Boy, he and Toney, that could be really, really an interesting bout and very action-filled.
Could be. Toney does something that's always disturbed me a little bit, and he's so unorthodox. He comes from side to side. But against a guy like McCallum, I just think, in fact, it's almost exactly what McCallum hit Nicky Walker with in the first round here. Walker was almost turned around, and McCallum really nailed him with the left hand. I just think Toney's style is going to be made to order for McCallum.
Well, that may be true, but what Toney does bring to the dance is youthful exuberance and that unorthodox style, which it's pretty hard to determine how Toney will do against guys because he's so unorthodox. Yeah, certainly McCallum will be able to land against him. But I think it could be, however long it lasts, it could be a while.
Well, Toney is a guy, and I say this in his defense after saying that I feel McCallum had the better style, and Toney's a guy who I really do believe has gotten better since he's been champion.
That's true, yeah. Tough fight against, extraordinary fight against Reggie Johnson. Pulled it out. He may be the kind of guy that always pulls things out at the last minute if he does, but it should be a great fight between those two. Right now, McCallum is just having his way with Nicky Walker, and it isn't from lack of trying by Walker. He's throwing punches, he's trying to work his way in. McCallum is just so precise and so accurate with his punches that it's hard for Walker.
Jab really working well tonight for Mike McCallum. Everything working well for Mike McCallum. That right hand came behind a double left in a three-punch combination.
The mechanics of McCallum are excellent, of course. Most of his punches are pretty short and compact. He has almost a complete arsenal of punches.
Fourth round of a 10-round fight. Mike McCallum on the left of your screen, Nicky Walker on the right. McCallum, I don't think you can argue about the fact that he's won the first 3 rounds. Look at the jabs from McCallum. That's terrific.
74% lands in 1 round. 48 jabs. That's in the 3rd round. Those could be numbers through the first 3 rounds.
McCallum is doing everything right. Putting on what has been, as you said, a textbook performance.
Walker, to be effective, needs to jab his way in, which he's trying to do, and then be inside where he can throw a series of combinations, which he does often when he's on the inside in bouts. Hasn't had a chance to do it this time. Walker's going downstairs with the left hook, but unable to land anything after that. Well, the story of this bout is he lands a big right hand with the jab of Mike McCallum.
And even
seldom did better.
Even that right hand was set up by the jab. And I mean the right hand came right behind the jab.
I have seldom seen toughness that was exhibited like he was. Obakar's a big puncher, and he hit Bramble with huge shots, and he didn't go anywhere. Amazing. Well, Nicky is a very tough guy. I mean, he has always shown that in his career. Trying to work that body. See, he's committed to doing that. Those keys reversed. That's all. That was the. Yeah, he has thrown a lot of punches and landing at a 57% clip. It's really extraordinary. No matter who you're in there.
Nicky Walker.
Okay, nice, thanks, Nicky. Give him neutral corner. Mike, over here. Slow.
I think the thumb maybe came loose or split.
And Nicky Walker saw it or felt it.
They felt it in the eye.
Yeah, that's the change.
So they will change the glove. Now, it should be the law that they have to keep an extra set of gloves at ringside.
This gives me an opportunity to say, to remind people of a situation we had in Top Rank Boxing in Lake Charles, Louisiana, where Donald Curry, who, of course, Mike McCallum knows, fought Mike Senegal. 3 times during that bout, his glove broke. And they had to run and get an extra right glove.
We are underway again. This is the 5th round of a scheduled 10-rounder with Bally's here in Las Vegas. Well, in the median servants, Barry Tompkins and Al Bernstein.
And we're approaching the midway point in the bout in which Nicky Walker desperately needs to find something that will work. He has been outmanned and outgunned by Mike McCallum in every single way. And while that's
Huge, big right hand. And he drew Walker in for that right hand. Uppercut again hurts Walker.
tremendous accuracy by McCallum. Short, compact punches, everything landing just about.
Not wasting anything. Really clinic so far. Uppercut again, left hand behind it, right hand over the top, right to the body, right to the head, right to the head, left to the head, right to the top of the head, triple right hand.
Walker comes back. What did I say about Livingstone gravel? What about what Walker is enduring here? Unbelievable.
He is just taking the storm here from Mike McCallum. Toby Gibson taking a close look here. Don't think he'll let this go too far.
To make a case for stopping it pretty soon. Even though Walker is punching back, so you have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Look at Walker, he's still punching. Amazing. Amazing. What do you think Mike McCallum's accuracy percentage will be in this round? About 80% maybe. Hey, McCallum is a little tired. Walker's getting there with some shots.
I was just going to say, he threw that last punch all arm.
My goodness. It's been a long time on this show that we've seen a boxer endure what Walker has endured and stay upright.
And I'll tell you what, McCallum may have worn himself out a little bit.
And I'll tell you what, Walker just staying upright during this barrage was extraordinary.
But back in the corner between rounds, Nicky Walker said to Ted Walker and to Toby Gibson, who was also in the corner, I've had enough. And sometimes discretion is the better part of valor, and I think that was the story right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Toby Gibson, acting on the advice of a physician ringside and the corner of Nicky Walker, has stopped this bout. The official time comes at the end of the 5th round. The winner by TKO victory, the 2-time world champion and current WBA middleweight champion of the world, Mike, the Body Snatcher, McCallum.